right, Pisces, let's get into a reading. This one's going to be short. It's going to be sweet. All I want to do for this reading is see what the person on your mind, okay, is thinking and feeling. I don't want to go down a rabbit hole today. I don't want to do any of that, okay? That's my goal. That's my goal. So let's see what's going to happen. If you guys need anything, check it out down below. As always, you can find everything down there. I know a lot of people, including myself, like to be nosy whenever I'm just watching a video on YouTube. So if you ever want to check anything out, just go to the comment section and just start clicking on those links if you want to be nosy. Okay, somebody could be really curious about you. This could be someone new. This could be someone who's getting to know you. This could be someone you haven't spoke to in a while, being curious. Hell, this could be someone you're dating right now. This could be the person you're married to. That's like, I wonder what my spouse is doing. I wonder what they're up to. I wonder if they're having a good day. It's like you're on someone's mind right now. I just seen the card flash in my head. I'm thinking about you at this exact moment. And there could be some sense of curiosity. Why haven't I heard from you today? I wonder what you've been doing since we haven't spoke. Ace of Swords, as I just said that. See? I wonder what you're doing. I want some truth. I want some clarity. Hey, where you at? You want to go for lunch? So somebody could be curious about you. I'm hearing the song, you want to get in my world, get lost in it. Boy, I'm tired of running. Let's walk for a minute. Promiscuous girl. Is it called Promiscuous Girl? You want to be in my world, get lost in it. So if you're single or if you're in a no contact, this could be someone who's curious. I want to be in your world. I want to get lost in your world. What are you doing? I forgot to turn off everything that I usually turn off. So you're going to hear the dryer going. You're going to hear the AC turn on, or the heat. You're going to hear the air purifier. You're going to hear the ice maker. So you may notice a lot of noises. If that bothers you, just find another reading or find another reader. All right. So when this person thinks of you, what comes to their mind? Okay. So I just had to cut some of it out because little Miss Lady interrupted. Have you guys ever noticed she will lay under this like it's like a comforter or a blanket? It's the cutest thing. So when this person thinks of you, what do they think of? They're doing a lot of reflection on you. They're thinking a lot about the journey you guys have been through or about how they felt when they were around you. So this is what I'm going to say. If you're in a relationship, this could be someone who's really in their feelings today and they're thinking about you. You know, maybe this is someone you've gotten to a place where you guys are comfortable with one another. So you don't need the constant, hey, where are you at? What are you doing? The constant communication. Maybe you're married to this person. This person is thinking a lot about you today specifically. Like, I mean, reminiscing about you, thinking about times you guys have spent together. Even if you're with this person, even if you're married to this person today could be thinking a lot about the things you guys have been through together, the journeys you guys have taken together, things of that sort. If you are single or in a no contact, this is someone who could be thinking about some sort of journey that they've had with you, whether it's coming across your path, whether it's a conversation you guys had, maybe this is a date, maybe this is a vacation. There's something here where this person sees you as someone who could be hard to please, or you could have the tendency to go after the things that are fun. But they could also be maybe recognizing why they view you that way. So this is what I'm going to say. A lot of people have the tendency to think that if you want life to be positive and fun and carefree, that you are maybe immature, you have a hard time with bad days or bad things happening, when maybe just maybe that's not the truth. What I've realized is the people who strive to have a positive adult life are usually the people who didn't have a positive childhood, whether it was trauma, abuse, maybe they didn't have parents at all. Maybe they had parents, but they never felt seen. I mean, I talked to someone today who said, you know, I grew up in a family of 5 and I felt like my parents didn't know me. Well, You could ask an only child their opinion on growing up, and they might say, well, I wish I had siblings because damn, my mom or dad had nothing better to do than get on my nerves. All of us have different experiences. And usually, if we go through a season or two of not feeling fulfilled, some of us will make a promise to ourselves to never do that again. Now, some people have this switch after a divorce, after losing a family member and realizing, you know what, I didn't enjoy life with that family member. And losing that family member, whether it's a grandma, a grandpa, or someone who's young in age, or a parent, sometimes going through that can make a shift, and it's like it wakes us up and go, wait, I'm not living life, I'm going through life. And I no longer want to go through life. I want to live life. I want to live life to the fullest. I want to laugh. I want to cry. I want to do both at the same time. I want to know that the bad moments aren't going to last. Neither are the good. So I really need to enjoy what I got. But you're the kind of person where if it's like, if something doesn't feel good, you're not going to make yourself stay there. I'm not going to punish myself. If this is making me uncomfortable, I'm leaving. If I'm not really completely happy in this moment, I'm going to go find a way to make myself happy, even if it's watching my favorite comfort show. So it's like this person could be understanding you on a different level. You don't just want to party. You don't just want to be one of those people who's like, I'm in it for the good time, not a long time. And when the good times run out, I'm gone. No. You've just realized that there's a certain way of life that you don't want to live. And it's like this person respects that. I respect the fact that you don't want to go to bed mad at each other. I respect the fact that you don't want to have people screaming in your house. I respect the fact that we respect one another as humans, no matter the age. Let's respect one another. Let's talk to each other like we're humans. No matter the age, we all have an opinion. No matter the age, we all have a need in this lifetime. So somebody here could be really understanding you and seeing you in different eyes, different view, different vision. This could be someone you're married to who's like, you know, I never understood why you always wanted to be the life of the party, or why you always wanted to be the happy person who's able to find the silver lining in every issue. But now I know why. Now I know why. Because maybe some of you grew up in a household where it was negative. There was no finding the silver lining, honey. It was all about the negative. Oh, it's bad? Guess what? We're going to make it worse because our mindset's going to do it. Here's an example. I seen something the other day online where someone had made a comment about sharing the negative. And a therapist had said, you know, sharing negative isn't always bad. It's when you add to the negativity by adding too much emotion or making it something that's not reality. So what do I mean by that? So let's say you're having a bad day. Let's say you got your paycheck. It wasn't what you wanted it to be. Okay, that's a bad day. You didn't get paid as much as you wanted. Well, to make it worse, you could then add in your emotion. You could then add in things that are not reality to make a situation that's already bad worse, but it not necessarily be real. Example, okay, you didn't get paid as much as you were supposed to. It is what it is. But then if you get in your emotion and if you get in your head, you might start thinking, oh God, okay, well, rent's due in 3 weeks and I'm probably going to get evicted. I'm probably going to get kicked out. I'm probably going to lose the home. Now I need to figure out what I'm going to do. You might start trying to problem solve when there is no problem, okay? That's what I'm saying. And that's when things can become an issue. I don't see that here. And I do see an energy where this person could be, again, understanding you on a different level and seeing you for who you are and why you are the way that you are. There's a reason why you don't want to deal with toxic relationship. There's a reason why. I don't know why, but some of you, if you're in a relationship, it's an energy of, hey, let's make a promise to one another. If you fall out of love with me or I fall out of love with you and we don't feel like we can fix it, let's promise to one another that we're not going to drag each other through the next 10, 20 years of misery. We're going to look at each other and have the hard conversation. Hey, I've fallen out of love with you. So we either need to fall back in love with one another, I need to fix this, or I'm going to have to dip out because I'm not living in misery. And it's like this person maybe at one point couldn't understand. What do you mean? What? But now they're like, oh, I get it. Oh, I get it. Because maybe before you've been through a marriage where you guys lived through some sense of misery. Maybe before you guys have been in a relationship where it was like, no, I don't care how much you hate me or how much I hate you. We are not breaking up. But now you could be realizing, wait, I should have left a long time ago and I'll never do that again. And for some of you, no matter if this is someone new who's trying to understand you, a no contact who doesn't understand why you do what you do, why you tick the way that you tick, or someone you're in a current dynamic with that maybe didn't understand your mindset or why you are the kind of being that you are, they're starting to understand it now. That's what I'm saying. How do they view you? They could view you as someone who isn't necessarily satisfied right now. There could be things going on in your life that you're not satisfied with. You could have the tendency to procrastinate, self-sabotage, sneak away. This person could view you as someone who has the tendency to maybe be able to lie to themselves. So here's an example. What they're showing me is girl math. Have you guys heard of the little thing of girl math where if you take something back and you get cash, it's technically free? If you have a gift card, it's free. If you find money in the dryer, it's free. If money is on an app and you don't have to take it from your bank account to put it on the app, it's free. That's technically a lie. That's not true. I mean, I know we all love the whole ha ha ha, it's girl math. And some of us honestly have the ability to lie to ourselves like that and really think that it's free. But if we're being realistic and if we're talking facts here, it's not free. You're still paying for it. You've done paid for it. That can be the Seven of Swords. This person could view you as someone who does like to maybe live in their own little fantasy world. You have the tendency to maybe want to lie to yourself about certain things. No, I need that extra lawnmower. I know I have 7 lawnmowers at home, but I need the parts off that one. I'm going to use those parts. This could be a girlfriend or maybe even a boyfriend, whatever floats your boat, that could say, you really love lying to yourself, don't you? That could be what this person or how this person views you. They view you as someone who's not necessarily completely happy right now. They could view you as someone who's been kind of staying to yourself here recently to try to figure out what you want, how you feel. Some of you could have recently done something and you could be seeing why it's a problem. So example again could be the girl math. Okay, girl math. If I take something back and then buy something with that money, it's technically free. But you could have done something to where you kind of got into some sort of trouble, so to speak, where it didn't really work in your favor or work in your benefit. And that could have made you then see some sort of error of your way. And this person could be recognizing that you're learning something about your own behavior. So if you're in a relationship, this person could be seeing you as someone who's learning something about their own behavior. Okay, how does this person view you? I don't know how I go from this reading ain't going to be that long to fucking 14 minutes in. Yeah, this person views you as someone who's either left. Okay, this person could view you as someone who either they're not speaking to. They view you as someone who's out in the cold. So they either feel like you're waiting on them to reach out to you. I don't know. There's something here about you not being satisfied. You being out in the cold. You not being happy. This person could view you as someone who's lonely. They definitely view you as someone who, it's like you're not completely satisfied with something, some sort of communication or some sort of action that then led to conflict and then led to someone walking away. If you're, okay, so if you are either single or in a no contact, this person views you as someone who's in their masculine energy. They view you as someone that when you get offended, you could maybe get mad, start conflict. You could have the tendency to go towards harsh communication instead of understanding communication. They could view you as someone who's recently, okay, if you're in a relationship and you guys have been fighting, they view you as someone who recently brought a conversation to the table and how you were not satisfied with either the conversation as a whole or the outcome of that conversation. So this could be something where it's like, okay, Danielle, me and so-and-so have been fighting. We're trying to figure it out. Listen, I'm trying to understand you. You're trying to understand me. We're trying to get on the same page. But it's like you ain't hearing what I'm saying. And they could be feeling the same way about you. It's like both of you are talking at one another instead of like really having the conversation. And they could view you as someone who is not necessarily happy with what's being said. It's like if you guys walk away and go, okay, we figured it out, you're the person who's like, we ain't figured it out. Actually, I'm more confused. That could be how they view you. Or if you guys are in a relationship and you're not having conflict with one another, they could view you as someone who's going through some sort of conflict in your life or with someone specifically. You could be in a place where people are trying to put you in competition, whether it's friends making you compete for their attention or some sort of ticket to something. You know, let's say this is a friend saying, hey, I got one ticket, who wants to go with me kind of energy, but they send it to a group chat. Your spouse could be seeing you as someone who feels kind of like shocked. Why are you putting me in competition? Why didn't you just ask me if I wanted to go? Why are you making me feel like I need to beg for this ticket? That could be how your spouse is viewing you if you're dealing with a conflict externally to you. They view you as someone who's going to be, you're going to be strong and you're going to handle the issue. However, you could be really annoyed that the issue's even happening. And there could even be something here where you've been voicing to them, you know, I think me and so-and-so are going to end up quit being friends. I think this door needs to close. I just don't think this is right for me. So no matter the circumstance, whoever this is, this person views you as someone who kind of feels like, I don't know if this is going to work out. And that could result in someone walking away, or if it's a no contact, that did result in someone walking away. Now, I will say this. If this is a no contact, growth is happening. Okay? So you could be growing as a person, they could be growing as a person, you could be understanding your behaviors, your patterns, maybe lies that you've been telling yourself, why you feel discontent, why you're maybe dissatisfied sometimes. It's like you're going through a season of soul searching if you're in no contact with someone. If you're single, this could have been possibly a relationship that had potential, but you could have felt like there was other competition, or you could have brought a conversation to the table and you could have felt like this person either didn't want to have a conversation with you. I don't know. There's something here about 2 5. Actually, yeah, there's 2 5s. So that's hard change. It can also tell me that this could have been an uncomfortable situation. So if you ever try to have a conversation with someone and figure something out and they act like it's an inconvenience or they don't have time, that's what I'm getting here. This could have been someone who you could have tried to figure something out. Okay, let's pinpoint this down. Are we dating? Are we exclusive? What is this? Do you like me? Do you not? Or you want to be in the friend zone? Or it's like you could have tried to figure something out. So someone here brought a conversation to the table. But with the 5 of Pentacles, it's telling me that there was not a satisfaction. It's like you weren't satisfied with the outcome. Well, it didn't figure anything else out there. If this is someone where you were like, no, tell me, are we exclusive or are we not? Is it me and you, or is it me, you, and 500 other people? You still didn't get an answer, okay? So they could view you as someone who was like, you know what? I brought a conversation to the table. I'm not satisfied with the answer I got, so I'm leaving. Bye. That could be how they view you. They could view you as someone who maybe wanted to start some sort of conflict. But you could have got a message of truth or a message of bad news. Hey, message of truth, message of bad news. You ain't the only one. Hey, message of truth, message of bad news. This person will give it their all until a conversation comes to the table. So this is the kind of person where it's like, no, I'm in it. I'm in it. I want to be around you. I want to hang out with you. It's me and you. Yeah. We date and we seeing where this is going. But then when you bring that conversation to the table of what are we? Are there more than just you and I? All of a sudden, shit changes. And that could have been the message of truth, message of bad news. it was good until it wasn't good. And that could have made you uncomfortable. So this person could view you as someone who maybe wanted to start conflict, but you could view this situation as something that you were trying to figure out. And it was like, they're trying to fight me figuring it out. So guess what? Bye-bye, I'll see you later. But they view you as someone who is in your masculine energy. Someone who listened to their intuition and brought a conversation to the table and it didn't go the way that you wanted it to. Okay, so they are telling me that there's an energy here where there could have been some sort of indulgence, some sort of, I want it my way, you want it your way, neither one of us is willing to budge. Okay, how is this person feeling for you? I feel like if this is a single reading or a no contact, both of you are doing self-reflection on the fact that neither one of you are completely happy with where you're at. So if you're single and this person is single, I think both of you are tired of being single, but you're also at a place where it's like, if something ain't bringing me value, it ain't allowed to be here. If this is a no contact, both of you are recognizing that you could have done things differently in this relationship. You could have handled a conversation differently. Maybe you could have been more patient or understanding, but they could have also been more willing to have a conversation that maybe they didn't want to have. Again, it's an energy of like both of you being like, no, you take a step closer. What do you mean? I done took a step. No, but you still need to take a step closer. That's kind of what I'm getting with this energy, especially if it's a singles or a no contact. No, I done took a step. You take a step. No, I took a step. You take a step. That's what happened here. So we're kind of they're showing me the game of chicken. Do you know what that is? Okay, so the game of chicken, if you're a rebel, is when two cars are going at one another, usually at high speed rates. Like we're going at each other 60 to 100 miles an hour. And the game of chicken is who's going to move first. Are you going to move out of the way or am I going to move out of the way? I guess we're about to see who's the chicken. One of you needed to fold. One of you needed to either be a little more patient, be more understanding, be more vulnerable. And either one of you or both of you wouldn't. That's what I'm saying. So they could feel like you've turned your back on some sort of collaboration. Like you don't want to be a team player with them. And you do. Again, if this is a singles energy, it's like they feel that you don't want to collaborate with them. That's what they feel. You turned your back on me. You set a boundary and you said, I don't want to be around you no more. That's what they feel. If you're in a relationship, this person feels like you're at a place in your life where you are having to reevaluate the people that you have around you. And the person that you're with could be witnessing the fact that you have maybe been lying to yourself and giving people the benefit of the doubt when you shouldn't have. This could be friends who ain't your friend. This could be family members who are only around you, not because they want to be there for you, but because there's something to gain. And this could be a partner who has seen this happen. They have seen that people have not been genuine when it comes to you. However, maybe they knew that it wasn't their place to point things out, that you had to get to a point where you didn't feel that this was fulfilling anymore for you to place a boundary, okay? So this person feels that when it comes to your love, your emotion, you are being very guarded, very strategic who you're sharing with right now. How do they feel for you? Lack of desire, lack of passion. It's interesting because I do see them being anxious, but I also see them saying, but this is what you wanted. So this is someone, okay, I'm gonna say it once, I'm gonna say it twice, I'm gonna say it 3,000 times. This is someone that you either tried to entertain, tried to date, something happened. Something happened to where you either didn't trust them or something illuminated to you that they So here's the thing. When you're dating someone or getting to know someone, if the only conversations or the only things that they want to be a part of are the things that are easy, convenient, and easy or convenient, it's going to fizzle out pretty quickly. The first time a conversation gets brought to the table and the other person doesn't want to have it, you're going to be able to feel that. The Seven of Swords is them like dodging. Oh, don't got time to talk about this. Yeah, the fuck you do. Yeah, the fuck you do. You don't have time to talk about it because you don't want to talk about it, okay? So let's be an adult and let's just can say that. But I'm saying that you could have recognized, okay, wait, you're acting shady now. You're sneaking away. You're acting a certain type of way, and your intuition could have been on point. So you could have then shut down and been like, you know what? I don't want a teamwork here no more. Because let's be honest, if you try to have a conversation with someone and they dodge it, they lie, they act sneaky, it's not going to make you feel safe enough to bring a conversation to the table ever again. It's going to show you that it's not safe. It's going to show you that any conversation you want to have, it depends upon whether they want to have it or not. That's not relationships. It isn't. Healthy relationships, you should be able to bring something to the table and say, listen, I'm not pointing fingers. I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying that I'm confused and I need clarity. I need clarity. Please give me clarity. And if someone makes you feel bad about that, if someone then points the finger at you, if someone then sneaks away and acts like you didn't even try to have a conversation with them, that is a red flag. And that's what I'm saying here. Now, I am saying that if that happened, this person could see you as the one who was like, yep, I'm done. They could see you as the one who no longer has desire or passion to give to this. They could see you as the person who decided to go in a new direction. I will say this. I see you manifesting what is right for you. I see you manifesting what is right for you. I do think there's some sort of truth that they've not given you. So I do think that there are feelings and thoughts that they had that they never said to you. This person could be working on their security. So their money, maybe trying to get debts paid off, maybe trying to get things taken care of. So let's say that they're at a place right now where maybe the car that they have or the truck that they have isn't completely dependable. They could be trying to put themselves in a position to where they can buy something that is dependable. So what is this person wanting then? So when it comes to you, they see you as someone who's walked away. But how are they feeling? When it comes to you, what do they feel? Because it's a lot of, but you decided you didn't want to deal with me. They're feeling like you guys can overcome some sort of challenge. But you're seeing them as someone who possibly had some sort of hidden agenda. Again, I feel like something happened, even if it's something small, that made you get to a place where you no longer trusted this person. Have you ever felt like something was off? And you're like, something's off. No, nothing's off. No, something's off. Something's off. That's what I'm feeling here. Have you ever been driving down the road and you can tell something's going on with your car? And you take it to a mechanic and the mechanic's like, no, you're just paranoid. And you're like, no, I'm not paranoid. I know my car. I know my car. Something's up. That's what I'm feeling here. Something's up. It's like you could feel it. You could feel that this person, something was up. Now, I do see them thinking about the fact that they could possibly want to overcome some sort of challenge. But I also see that they feel that you wouldn't have the desire for that. That's how they view you. Because you walked away or because you said, nope, this is interrupting my peace, I'm out, they feel like you're less likely to want to work on this with them. So are they going to try to fix it? Let's ask that. Now, if this is a family member, this is a lover who is seeing you go through some sort of issue, whether it's a business issue, an issue with a friend, an issue with a family member, and your spouse, your boyfriend, your girlfriend doesn't trust the person that you're having a falling out with. So let's say that you've always had a really unhealthy relationship with a family member. You could be dating someone. You could be married to someone. They see the relationship that you're having with that family member very clear. They know that the reason that family member comes around is because they can benefit, they can gain. They know that every time you and that family member mingle with one another, you always walk away from the table either more broke, more defeated. Maybe you have to take some time off because that family member drains you. And it's like your spouse is trying to be supportive, or your boyfriend, girlfriend is trying to be supportive, but they see very clearly that that person has a hidden agenda, that they're not around you or they're not in your life because they love you, but it's because that there's something they can gain. They always want to have you in their corner. Even if it's not a financial gain, having you in their corner is a benefit for them. And your partner can see that that's the reason that person's in your life. Now, I am seeing here coming up, you possibly venting to your partner. I'm also seeing your partner seeing you as someone who's getting to a point where you're ready to let it go. I don't have the desire to be this person's friend anymore. I don't have the desire to fuck with this family member. So where it once was maybe hard for you to put a boundary, it's going to be a little bit easier for you to put a boundary. Now, I will say this. Are you going to completely cut this person out of your life and never speak to them again? No. I think you guys are going to overcome the challenge in the way that you know how, but I do think the future will look really different. So here's an example. Let's say that this is that family member where you always have that hot and cold, push and pull bullshit kind of energy, and it's like when they come around, chaos ensues, and you're really glad when they're gone, but you know it's a matter of time before they come back. Your partner could be tired of seeing you go through that, but they could also be recognizing that you're getting fed up. But I see here coming up that you might place a boundary with that person and go, listen, I have no desire to be around you. You're more than welcome to come around the holidays when everyone else is here, but if nobody else is here, you're not welcome here. And I'm saying that you could end up doing that. So depending upon what you're going through will depend upon what you want, okay? What you want to achieve, what you're feeling, what you're thinking. I am seeing ultimately though, what is happening is some sort of healing. Healing is taking place. Now, healing doesn't always look like things coming together. Healing can simply be you recognizing, wait, I can't change this situation. I can't change me, but I can change how I approach it. So if I don't want this in my life anymore, I don't have to deal with it. If I want this in my life, but I need very firm boundaries for it to be healthy for me, then that's what I need to make happen. So if this is a lover, I see that this lover could want to, again, whether it's a singles or a no contact, I see that this could be a lover who feels like you guys need to take some time apart for healing and resting to take place. But I'm also seeing that there is a possibility of this person reaching back out to you or trying to come back into your life. So if this is someone where you've tried to either date them, you've tried to make it work, maybe you did date them and you didn't feel safe, maybe there's something here. Again, the Eight of Wands, I feel like there's an energy where it's like, hey, what are we? What do you mean, what are we? No, I mean exactly what I said. What are we? Are we exclusive? Are you dating other people? Am I dating other people? There could have been a conversation that then ensued for some of you where you were not satisfied with the outcome of that conversation, with what ended up being said. Maybe you didn't like how this person handled the conversation. I'm going to say this. I feel like this person could have gotten defensive with you, and that could have made you go a little like, why are you being defensive? I'm not attacking you, but your reaction on me bringing this up is speaking volumes. I'm seeing that as well. That could have happened. That could have then made you feel like you weren't going to get what you wanted from this. I can't even bring up a certain conversation without feeling like I'm in trouble or feeling like I attacked you and you're now on damn guard. So you could have then been like, in shutdown mode. I don't want to collaborate here anymore. I don't like the way this feels. And you could have then lacked desire or passion. I have no desire to be here anymore. None. Well, this person could be seeing that. So for some of you, if this is a no contact, there could be someone who's thinking about possibly coming across your path, but I don't see it happening. I see a season of resting, healing, and reflecting. So you guys taking some time from one another, you both resting, you both healing, you both reflecting. Now, if you were single and this is someone you entertained, but it got to a point where it was like, what am I entertaining? Are you a friend? Are you a foe? Are you a pen pal? Are we going out? You could have tried to get clarity. You didn't feel like clarity was given to you. This could have been a woman. You asked, are you single? Are you in a relationship? She didn't answer clearly. You could have got fed up. You could have been like, you know what? I'm just trying to get clarity. Whatever. I'm done. You might find that this person's going to come back across your path in the future. Maybe after 4 days, 4 weeks, possibly 4 months, but I don't feel like that long, okay? And I'm seeing a conversation possibly ensuing. So if you're a single person, you might have someone that once was kind of in your energy coming back, okay? Now again, this could have been that fucking pen pal. That person who always wants to text you but never wants to take you out, never wants to ask you out, but always wants to be up in your inbox. You could have gotten frustrated and been like, enough's enough. I'm not doing this with you. I'm not doing this with you. What do you want? What do you want? Or get out of my inbox. That could have been what some of you started feeling. After some time of you guys not speaking, this person could end up coming back in and giving you some sort of communication. Yeah, that they could want to... Okay, this could be someone who's going to tell you that they've been handling things in their own life. So again, let me just sum this up. Someone's going to end up coming back in, whether you're a single person and you just chatted with this person for a minute, maybe went on one date. Maybe this is a no contact and you don't know where the hell this person went. You don't really care. You just know that you took your energy out of it because you were like, you know what? This isn't fulfilling. This isn't fulfilling emotionally, mentally, spiritually. And I'm going to be honest with you. If something's not fulfilling, watering it or giving it time or attention is going to get you more of that. More of it not being fulfilling. So I definitely see that whatever the Five of Pentacles is, it was like, yeah, no, I'm done. I am seeing, though, in the future, some sort of truth or clarity coming in. And then the potential of something starting off fresh and from the beginning. So if this is a no contact, you guys are going to try to start over again. And possibly overcome the challenge of poor communication. So poor communication doesn't always mean not being able to find the right words. Poor communication could just mean getting offended when someone says something to you. Why are you so offended? Maybe the way that you interpreted it is not the way that they said it, but you getting offended speaks volumes. Some of us have got to learn how to not take everything as a dagger to the chest. Some of us have to learn that not everything that is said to you is to hurt your feelings. I mean, here's an example. A long time ago, I used to wait tables. And I'd come into work one day and I was in a bad mood. I was like mad. And I sat down, I was like, everybody's pissing me off. And I looked at one of the girls in front of me and she was like, are they? And I was like, yeah, I don't know what everybody's problem is today, but everybody needs to get over it. And I was just like on my little rant, okay? And she looked at me and she was like, are you noticing the common denominator in all this though? And I was like, what? They're idiots. That's the common denominator. And she was like, no, the common denominator is you. She was like, so statistically, there's more likely of you being the problem in all these situations compared to them being the problem. She was like, so that's some food for thought. Maybe you're the problem right now and not all of them. Maybe it's your mindset, it's your viewpoint, it's your hatred that's coming out of you, and they're just kind of mirroring it back to you. Whoo, boy, when I tell you I was so offended at her, I was like, ew, whatever, girl. You know what? I ain't talking to you no more today. And I got up and I was so offended party of one, because I was offended about everything then. And I walked away and I went home. And it hit me like a ton of bricks. She's right. She is right. And I went in the next day and looked at her and was like, oh my God, you're right. You were so right. And ever since then, my mindset shifted. Sometimes we can be the problem. Sometimes we can be so pissed at everyone else and be like, they're the problem, they're an ass, they're mean, they're being mean to me, everyone's pissing me off today. When in reality, those people aren't going around pissing you off. You're just in a bad mood, so every little thing you're taking the wrong way. Every little thing that happens that you don't want to happen, that's what you're magnifying. So that's what I'm saying, okay? And I feel like for a lot of you, there's an energy here where no matter if it's a no contact, a singles, there's potential of something here new starting, especially if it's a singles or no contact. But I do think that there's something here where you needed to recognize some sort of behavior, possibly even some sort of lie, by going in with some sort of self-reflection. This could be a lie about this family member actually loving you. People can love us, but that doesn't mean that the love is the way that we need it or that it's healthy for us, okay? People can love us to the magnitude that they know how. Doesn't mean it's right for us. And I think that's what some of you also had to learn, is that, yeah, mom and dad can love you, but that doesn't mean that they make a good mom or dad. They can love you how they know how. They can love you to the best of their ability, but that doesn't mean the love's right for you. That doesn't mean the love is healthy for you. That also doesn't mean that that love's going to help you thrive. That's what I'm saying here. So some of you had to maybe quit lying to yourself. So this could be possible. So a new foundation could be possible. If this is a lover, this could be you not being satisfied in their behavior or their actions. When, can I be honest with you? You don't have to be satisfied in someone else's behavior or actions. You just have to accept them for who they are and decide whether or not you're okay with them. Can I live with this person? Can I love this person? Even when they're being an idiot, even when I don't agree with their choices, their decisions. So that's what I'm saying. If you want to heal this, there's a possibility. I see a new learning phase though. I see a new way of life if that's going to happen. So again, that could be, instead of bringing a conversation up and being like, well, okay, first off, attitude, you could just then say, listen, I'm understanding, yeah, you're getting a little mad at me and I get that. It's completely fair. I'm not trying to attack you right now. Some of you just have to learn how to have a conversation in a different way. Instead of having a conversation from a place of emotion, you're gonna have to start having conversations from a place of, emotionally I might get pissed, but intellectually what's the same? Instead of reacting in the conversations, you have to be a part of the conversations. Don't listen to this person to respond. Listen to them to understand. And this person has got to do the same thing. And I think if this is a single person where it's not really got off the ground yet, or a no contact where there was like a communication that really let this bitch crumble, whatever it is, it's going to be able to be healed if both of you can come to the table and go, okay, I'm not trying to be mean to you. You ain't trying to be mean to me. We're not each other's enemy. Let's see what we can do here. So that's what I'm saying. If that's what you want, you can have it. Leaving it here. Have a blessed day.